Welcome everybody to Social Cafe on July 9th. And today our special guest is Ran Oelgiesser. Did I get Oelgiesser? No,
Oelgiesser.
I didn't get that. Oelgiesser. Okay.
The third
I
time,
was
maybe.
practicing. I promise. I was like watching. I can do this. I can do this. Is the O kind of silent? Or is it like OL?
No,
Does it kind of blend
yeah,
together?
they always sounds like but yeah, whatever.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe if, 5 more interviews, I might actually get it. Okay. Um, anyway, I promise I practice. Anyway, now that you all know Rand's name, and Rand, if you don't mind, I'm just going to refer to you by first name. It's easier.
Yes.
He is the Chief Marketing Officer of Visita. So welcome, Rand. Glad to have you here.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
And we've been doing a little bit of a warm-up Twitter chat talking about Visita as a scheduling option. I think by now, and we talked a little bit about this on the Web Tools TV interview, Visita is definitely more well-known than obviously when you started. So now when I mention Visita to people, they actually have heard of it. Sorry, I was thinking something last time you said that, what is it people try to say, Cvita? Or,
Well,
well, a lot more people have heard of
we'll we'll
Visita.
we'll still show up in the search result. That's what important. Even if you type in
That,
CV.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, that's the most important part. Do you want to go ahead for those, 2 people in the globe that haven't heard of you? Do you mind telling us a little bit about Visita?
On the globe. I wonder who's the furthest person who's watching us now. That would be interesting. But yeah, sure. So Visita is focused on services businesses. So that means anyone from accountants and doctors, coaches to photographers and hair salons on the other end. We have over 100,000 businesses using Visita on the day to day on the website with the different tools that we have. And it's about helping small businesses in engaging their clients online, both creating new opportunities for the business and providing better service for existing clients. And that's a big sentence that basically means that we're trying to help the business give their clients what the clients have kind of come to expect when they're online. And that's in our mind an option to take an immediate action. Like we're all used to go online and to shop and to make orders and to book a table and return items and to pay utility bills and to check the balance on our bank. But when it comes to services businesses, when it comes to our lawyer, to our physical therapist, to a plumber, usually the website is merely a place where we go back, look for a phone number, the address, maybe leave a message, and that's about it. And at Visita, we're really trying to change that and have your new clients, basically invite your new clients when they come to your website or your mobile site or in the email campaigns, encourage them to reach out to you, to order a service, to book a free initial consultation with you. And for existing clients, give them all the coordination and around the service that can be done online, so they can review invoices and pay for the services, and obviously they can schedule appointments or reschedule if they need to, even if it's 10 p.m. and your office is closed, and upload documents before they meet you or check the status of their next appointment, etc. So everything that the client would again have come to expect of interacting with a business online is in one package for a small business in the services industry.
Wow, I love that description. I'm thinking of all these things I haven't tried yet. You're talking about documents. Although, since we talked last, and I know that I was a former, but now I can honestly say I'm a current user of BC again. So you did you did convince me, Rand. I found like a surprising, probably small thing. I don't know if it matters to anyone other than myself, but for setting up these types of interviews, I used to have to go back to people and say, okay, could I please get your Twitter, all the different socials so that I can help promote you and this kind of thing. And it's wonderful because now when they set an appointment, it's right in my calendar. I can go right into my Google and I get all of their social information. So it saves me another at least 20 minutes of having to go back and ask all those questions.
Yeah, we automatically scan when someone is scheduling or contacting you. We automatically scan the internet for his public profiles on Twitter, on Google Plus, on Facebook, and for his photo, and add it to the client record so the business can see all the information.
Now, is that built into the schedule? Because I have all 3 components, so I'm not quite sure where one starts, one stops. But is that part of like the client module?
To be honest, I don't even remember. I mean,
You just have to
it's
go
not
sign
it's
up for
not
all
it's
of them.
not in the free version. I know that. I think it's It's only, yeah, it's only in the client management or the full Ultimate solution.
Okay, that makes
But
sense.
again,
Now
it
before
makes it sounds big. I mean, it's not even the Ultimate is like $25 a month. It's not a
very reasonable on that one. Now before we go into a screen share, there's something that came up as a topic as far as reducing no-shows. Do you want to speak to that as far as how this can help with that? How Visita can help?
Sure. I think there are two aspects for that. One is simply the fact that we have automated confirmations and reminders. So once a meeting is scheduled, then it doesn't matter if the client scheduled it with you through the website, or even if the business simply go and schedule the meeting on their calendar or through Visita. We generate automatic confirmation that would be sent to the client, would be added to whatever calendar that client use. So if they use Gmail or Outlook or whatever, that invitation would show up on their calendar, on their phone. So there's, that effect to make sure that they remember. And we also generate email and or text reminders, SMS reminders that are being sent to your clients at whatever time you decide, like a day before or half an hour before, whatever. So this really reduces no-show. The other part is simply the fact that the client, if for some reason, the day before they recall that they need to change, they can just click this event that they have on their calendar and reschedule right from their phone and say, oh, I can't come tomorrow, I need to come next week. So those two aspects really reduce no-shows and eliminate, the hassle around that.
So I can attest that works. I've only had one no-show since using Visita, and that guy. I'm sorry when I say that. It sounds like I'm an ad. I don't have an ad. I don't know the man. He set up some appointment and then no-showed, and that had really nothing to do with Visita. That's just some people just do that.
So you're lucky because most businesses have more even when they use Visita. I mean, especially when it comes to new clients and new clients who find you online. This is a real issue. And once you add reminders, and we use it ourselves. I mean, for ourselves. I mean, when we do that, when we added the text reminders, when we added those email reminders, people remember because sometimes people just don't pay attention, and when they see that reminder, they show up.
That's a good point. And I've seen the rescheduling where you get the idea. It's like, oh, they must have just gotten the Visita email. And it's like, wait, I can't do it today. That makes sense.
Yes,
Well, Ran, do you want to
exactly.
go ahead? You had some things you were going to show us. Do you want to go ahead and kind of like a little mini webinar and show us some features and things on Visita?
Sure. I think the main thing is just to let me turn on the screen share is just to start showing how Visita would look on a demo website. Can you see the screen now?
I see. Okay, if I be quiet, I will. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's a demo website, in this case of accountants, not a real customer. And it's just, I want to start by showing, how would that affect a typical website of a small business. And there are multiple areas that you can integrate Visita and use Visita. As I mentioned, there's many calls to action that you can add. The most basic thing is the concept that while a new client is browsing through the website, there's a label here that encourage him to contact. This is a very boring label. Most of our businesses do something more intriguing and like schedule a free consultation today, or we're here to help you, etc. And this will usually can pop up after 30 seconds or a minute that the visitor is on your website and thinking, well, do I want to work with this business or not? And this is usually extended invitation to contact the business, to schedule a service with the business, or to schedule an initial phone call, etc. So just that's a very basic way to add Visita. On top of it, there's like a menu bar here with different call to actions. So anything from scheduling a meeting through simply leaving your details and leaving information so someone will call you back, or if you just want to, instead of emailing, just leave a message to the business. Making a payment. So if I'm a returning client and I need to make a payment, I can do it very easily. Here I type, how much I owe and what it is for, type my name, and then once I click continue, I'll just have a simple credit card form, and that's it.
Now, does that tie into, like if somebody's logged into their account on Visita, does that tie into whatever their accounting is? Or would they need to know what they owe?
It is tied in. So
Okay.
so one way for payments, we're jumping ahead, but the point is like
Oh, sorry.
one no no it's doesn't matter. I mean, one way for payment is this one, which the client is just on the website and click that, and the other way is if you actually generate an invoice, if the business actually generate an invoice and say this person owes $50, then when this person would come to the website and click my account. I don't have it here. I don't have a pending invoice, but he would be
You're all paid up.
recognized, and yeah, it will show up. It will be paid
You're all
up.
paid up, Ran. You don't owe any money, so
Not to our demo users at least. And then he can just click review the invoice and pay the $50. And of course, this invoice will also be sent in email. So it is tied to your invoicing. It's also tied to your appointments. If some of the appointments are actually need to be paid, again, this amount will show up and you can pay it online or through the email.
are you seeing more and more
Um,
of that? I mean, I know you're service oriented and I'm a little bit off topic in asking this, but are you seeing like a lot of coaches and things like that as far as I'm using the service?
we're seeing a lot of coaches and consultants, but again, it's a broad range. I mean, really,
Right.
an accountant can work with that, and an online teacher and an electrician. I mean, we see a huge variety of
Wow.
businesses.
Wow.
Anyone who sell their time rather than products is the way I
Okay.
describe it, right? Um,
That makes a lot of
sorry, go
sense.
ahead. Go ahead. You had another question?
Oh, no, that was it. I would be
Okay.
curious if you ever had like a pie chart. Not that it matters. It's just literally a curiosity question. Because like you said, that's a really broad range when you
Yeah,
talk
I,
about
I think
services.
I think the top ones would definitely be in the area of consultants, coaches, healthcare providers, lawyers, accountants, photographers. But I can't say one is more than the other of
Right.
those because it's not. We're again all over the place from that perspective. Um, so again, this is one way to integrate, but this might not be as intuitive to all users. So what we really encourage people to do is to make it part of the website. So if you have a page where you have the team members in your firm, then for each of them you can have a button that says "Let's talk" or book an appointment with me, and each person can have different lists of meeting options or services that that person offer. And some of the services could be free, some of the services could be for a fee, different lengths. Some of them are phone calls, some of them are in-person meeting. The meeting could be in person at the office, or if it's I don't know, a plumber, then you book an appointment. That's actually when you book the appointment, you fill up your like as a client you fill up the address where the service needs to be done. Obviously you can have an online meeting, a hangout, a Skype call, whatever it is. So all those options are available for the business to create what we call the services menu. This is the services menu where the customer can decide, the customer can choose what they actually want from the business.
I met with a gal that was like a virtual fitness trainer, and she would do it by Skype, which I found really interesting use, where you can see each other and she can guide the person on weightlifting and so forth. She could use Visita to set that up, and Visita would automatically send the email that would tell the people where to reach her on Skype. Would that be correct?
Yeah, that's exactly what many people do. I mean, you enter your information over there. You don't need to share another, advantage to that is you don't share your email, you don't share your phone number as a business, you don't share your Skype account with a broad audience on your website.
Right.
But when someone is scheduling an appointment and you confirmed it, then automatically you don't need to start sending all the coordination. My Skype account is this. Remember to bring this to the meeting, etc. You just have a template that is automatically sent once the meeting is confirmed, and it's also being sent to that person in the reminder later on. So as a business, you really don't need to worry about any of the coordination around that.
A lot of time savings.
Um, and that's how it looks. Just to complete that, is there's two steps. I mean, you chose the service, you choose the time. Obviously, the time, and that's the thing, something that everyone is asking. Do I need to manage another calendar? And the answer is absolutely not. We want you to keep on using whatever you use: Gmail, Hotmail, Outlook, iCal. Sync with your phone, whatever it is. We'll sync with that. We don't want you to have a new calendar, and the availability that's actually going to be shown to your customers is based on your existing calendar, together with some limitation that you may want to add. Like, I don't want to have new customers schedule a free consultation on Mondays because I'm busy with existing clients, or and certain days I'm in that location, certain days I'm in another. So all that flexibility around different services and different, business hours for each is there.
Wow, Rand, you're giving me all these ideas that I haven't implemented that I'm gonna as soon as we finish, I'm like, I'm gonna go do that.
You know what you haven't done? We have an onboarding session that our customers can take if they want to have a walkthrough for premium customers. They want to have a walkthrough with our premium support. They can have it, and we walk you through and the different settings and the different options.
Excellent.
And you missed that part.
I did.
um, and that's it. I mean, the customer fill up their information. You can, as a business, again, toward a certain appointment, how you heard about us. Have you worked with a financial advisor before? Integrate discount codes, specific, questionnaire toward the tax review, toward whatever kind of a session. I don't know, a physical therapy session, and where's your pain, and was the incident, whatever it is. Anything that the business wants can be customized here with a specific provider that is in the team that's providing the service.
Excellent.
I think that's at the high level from the website. Again, you can, just one last thing, you can integrate, as I mentioned, it's not just a scheduling, anything around payments and file sharing. Accounting is a great example for uploading different documents in advance. Very intuitive, as you can see. You just drag and drop files that will be sent to the provider. Pay I already showed. That's about it.
So that would be really helpful to, like, for instance, web development, where you're going to meet with somebody for the first time and say, hey, could you send over like your yoga, I'm sorry, your logo, so that they can do a mock-up even while they're meeting the first time.
Yeah, we see again different forms, graphic information, different background information, agreements that needs to be loaded for lawyers, contracts that sometimes are. It works both ways, by the way. Sometimes the business actually shares information, like you schedule an appointment, and in return the business sends you a document of these are the forms, or this is the information you need to be aware of toward the service. So
I wish doctors would do that. Doctors need to sign up with Visita and then send out all those papers that you have to fill out ahead of time.
yes.
Maybe someday, Ran, you can like change the world so that all doctors.
Let's start by the fact that with the doctors, you don't get a bill in the email, in mail, and then you need to call them to give a credit card to pay $15 for the copay. I mean, let's start with that. But and that they can really do. I mean, I went to a physical therapist, and I offered her to use Visita, and I set her up with Visita on that. Like, I couldn't handle all the bureaucracy that I had to go through when scheduling and paying and all that. I told them, look, I'll give it to you for free. Just use it.
It'll make my life easier if you use it. That's great. Hey, Rand, do you mind going over the different modules? Because like I said, I have all of them, so now I'm confused which one's which. But there's 3 different modules, or I don't know if you call them modules.
Yes, there's scheduling, there's client management, and there's online payments, and there's the package that encompasses all of those together, and also includes document sharing in that bundle, because document sharing didn't fit any of the modules.
Oh, okay. So when you get the whole big ultimate one, it's like getting 3 for the price of 2. I almost said that backwards.
If we talk about pricing is like one model. If you just want is $12.45, and all the 3 and actually 4, because there's also document sharing and other things that we're adding, is around $25 a month,
which is very reasonable, especially with all the time savings.
Yep.
Oh, and before we go, we're going back and forth as far. You have like a special giveaway on behalf of Social Cafe, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. Do you want to tell our audience about that? And I'll clip this section and I'll put it in the giveaway module so people can see you describing it.
Sure. So it's a $60 discount that basically gives you about 2 months. I mean, if you can do 2 months for free of the premium version subscription, or discount of $60 discount of whatever package that you take. Like if you're a team edition of a big organization, we'll just give you a discount.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
The coupon is social cafe.
Oh, wow.
Surprisingly
So
enough.
this isn't a drawing where only a couple people. This is like, wow, guys, you guys watching this? This is really cool. Ran, I'll have to get with you and get like specifics. Or do they just enter it as they order it?
They just, in the order, in the checkout, they just put social cafe and it works.
Okay, see, Rand didn't even need me, guys. This is so easy to do this, but you need to head over to VC and order it. So any special instructions for people ordering? Although the website's really easy, I guess.
I mean, like, the whole system is easy, and the checkout process, we make sure it's extremely easy too. So
good answer. Good answer. So Rand, thank you so much. Oh, go ahead.
No, I do want to, if we have a few more minutes, I do want to show, because you asked about the models, etc. I showed the website, etc. I do want to quickly show, especially because it's really new, where like the business itself gets an application to manage all the. I mean, I showed what the clients would do, but the business itself gets an application to manage all the clients. So this is, I mean, if you can see my screen now, I mean, this is every business, and this is, by the way, a beta version of, we're revising the whole dashboard. I mean, I don't think you even saw it.
I have not seen that.
Redoing the whole dashboard, and we're creating a mobile app that's going to be coming soon for you to manage your clients and scheduling and payments on the go from your phone wherever you go. As a business, yes, and it's coming in the next few months. So this is how it's going to look like, and I mean, the look, I think, is very familiar. It's really similar to inboxes that you have, but it obviously gives you much more power in terms of managing the client. Like each client has the client card. Each request that's coming in has a client card, and if it had the social information, as you mentioned, you'll see the Facebook and Twitter and the photo of the customer, and his email and his name and etc. All the conversation that you had with that customer, you'll see where exactly that customer came from, if it came from an email campaign or from your website or from different websites that you have or different directories that you're listed on. And obviously you see the request itself, like if it's an appointment request, you can confirm it or decline it or ask for a reschedule. You can mark a certain customer for a follow-up. So Visita will remind you it's time to follow up with that customer. You can create an invoice for that customer from here, or send a file to that customer, or schedule an appointment with that customer. You really get a full like inbox, but on steroids, right? With all the payments and documents and calendar and reschedules and follow-ups in one place for you. And the cool thing, again, all this would be really easy to do on mobile as well very soon.
I like that interface. I mean, I thought that the interface that you have right now is really easy to follow, but this looks even easier.
Yeah, I think it's more familiar, for lack of a better term. Like it's really, really, really reminding people of their typical app from their phone, and that was our goal. So it's extremely easy to navigate. Like the current interface is easy, but you need to get yourself familiarized with that. And this one, you just come in, you see it for the first time and you know what to do. That's the first impression we get. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
That makes sense. And even this, the current interface, I love the feature that it shows you like what you need to deal with. What is it? The reminders?
That one, what do you mean the reminders?
Oh, like when I log in, if I haven't followed up or something after an appointment, it'll put that reminder to say, hey, follow up with such and such a person. I love that feature.
Yes. I won't go back to the screen share, but basically, yes, you have your inbox and you have like the required attention box where you actually have specific clients that just requested a meeting or needs to be followed up, or have an invoice that's pending and have late payments or overdue invoice. All those things that need your immediate attention is in one place. So when you log in, you'll immediately see that and take action of the customers who need your attention first.
That's very handy. I wish years ago when we were running a domain company, we had the support requests. I wish it automatically did that too, because you have the people that are like, my site is down, need obviously immediate attention versus hey, what's your business all about kind of request. So that's a really great feature. That's handy.
Cool.
I don't want to cut you off if you have any other tips. So
no. I think we covered a lot. And again, we're always here. Our team is here. We're really into. We know that even as easy it is sometimes, adopting a new technology can be scary, especially for a small business. You don't have a lot of time. You're always running around, and we have the customer success team really works with the customer. You start with Visira. We're here to help you to set it up, to get on your website, to get on your emails, to understand your setup. That's part of our methodology to work with our customers.
Excellent. And guys, as you can tell, the pricing, if you only compare it to one element of time savings right there, you can't, there's no price on time, but everybody needs more of that, especially people in the service industry, since it is time that you're buying. I just contradicted myself. I just realized that, but yeah, time.
It made perfect sense.
Time is so important in the service industry. It's not like it's just products that you can sell 1,000 while you're sleeping. You actually have to be there.
Exactly.
So, well, thank you, Ran, for joining us. I really appreciate that. I always love talking to you. I'm actually kind of sad that we don't have another interview scheduled because it is a joy to talk to you. So thank you for joining us for Social Cafe. And as we end, why don't you go ahead and let people know how to find you?
Well, you just go to visira.com, vcita.com, and you'll find us. You'll find how to sign up, and you'll also find me if you want to reach me out directly.
Excellent. And if you, like you said, if you spell it wrong, Google will still point you in the right direction. So excellent. Hey, there. I should go check it. Does anyone have cvita.com? Maybe I shouldn't ask you that.
Yes, but we come up first. Yeah, but you can type in online scheduling. We're first on Google, so that's
there you go. Easy. There you go. No excuses. Don't listen to me. Just go search on Google right now and go visit vcita.com and sign up if you haven't already. Make sure, because you guys have 14-day right there, and you already know about the coupon. If you don't remember, just rewind and watch again. It's Social Cafe. But thanks again for joining us, and we will see all of you same time, same place next week. Thank
you.